Hey everyone, Ronan here. We're about to check out the premiere for Paramore, the new song called The News. So their official new video. This, I believe, will be kind of like the real first look at this new direction that their music is going to be going through. We got a little bit of a taste with their last single, but apparently, according to them, that song almost didn't make it on their album, apparently. So it'll be interesting to see the direction that this song goes to. So we're about to go ahead and check it out here, and we'll see what we think. Oh, pretty freaky. The tempo is a lot more upbeat than I anticipated from all the imagery we were seeing. Got some thoughts on the chorus, just in terms of how they recorded it.
All along we called it normal. Every second a collective heart breaks. All together every single head shakes. Shut your eyes but it won't go away. Every second a collective heart breaks. All together every single head shakes. Shut your eyes but it won't go away.
Okay, interesting. So before I forget, so like my thoughts that I was having on that chorus that they were doing, it's a number of things, but in terms of how it was recorded, like the studio version of it, I would have maybe preferred maybe a little bit more crunch or saturation from their guitar, or just like bring up the guitar just a little bit more. It's like, it's pretty clean, but I kind of feel like that's also intentional by them, you know. So by no means am I saying it's like a mistake or anything, because I think they're going for a certain aesthetic, not only in their videos but also in their music too. They seem to have like a whole lot of like a 70s vibe kind of going on with them. Whenever Incubus was kind of going into a slightly different route in their career, it kind of reminds me of this, with Paramore, you know, finding new sounds, going through their own career. It kind of gives me Incubus vibes, to be honest. So it's got like a rock vibe to it, but it's got like these kind of like strange melodic things going on. It feels, you could definitely hear the amount of experimentation that they've been doing, whether it's on Taylor's end or or maybe whatever Zach brings to the table, because he has his own band and they have kind of a sound that's, it's definitely not the same as this, but I could see Zach bringing in some of those ideas into this too. And then Haley getting her inspirations from the bands that she listens to, where it kind of like allows her to be, she has a lot more like parts where she's just has speaking parts, which isn't necessarily typical of her, but it's starting to become a bit more of a theme for her. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting sound. But I another thought I do have though is that I feel like if you were to hear that song live, I bet you they fucking tear shit up. So I feel like all that power that maybe you could be missing from a studio version, you're gonna be able to get it live. And I think Paramore is kind of more of a live band anyway, so for any of those that are like teetering on this song, you'll probably end up liking it a bit more live. I think I'm in that boat currently. I see the potential in it, and I can definitely picture myself in the room with them whenever they were first, jamming out to this, like, when they're first writing it, and I could definitely see why they really got into this one. So I think overall I like it, but I would really love to hear it live too. I actually expected it to be more different than it was, just based off of what they said earlier, because they said that this is why it almost didn't make it on the album, which then it gave me a vibe that, oh, maybe it's pretty different than the rest of the album, but it's kind of in the same vein, I would say. So it wasn't super different, but yeah, then again, like the imagery that they were teasing with it kind of like had like a darker vibe to it, which it probably like, because I don't really listen to lyrics a whole lot. I'm more of an instrumentalist, so for all I know, she was probably talking about some fairly dark stuff in there anyway. But in terms of instrumentally, it was a bit more upbeat than I imagined. But anyway, guys, we got a new Paramore song, so that's always exciting news. Feel free to let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know if there's anything you want me to check out. And I hope you enjoy the reaction, and I'll see you guys next time.